Hello, Leo. This video is about helping you prepare for the colder months. What should Leo do to prepare for the colder months? Clarify the Page of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Interesting, we got the Knight of Cups as the clarifier for the Page of Swords. Is there a further clarifier? Is there a clarifier for the Knight of Cups? Okay, a clarifier for the Empress and then King of Swords. For Leo. And a clarifier for the Four of Wands. Any other clarifiers for the Four of Wands? Clarifier for the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Because we have Ten of Wands and Ten of Wands. So we have Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands. That's... Is there a clarifier for the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor? Ten of Wands. For Leo, for how they can prepare for the colder months. For Leo. for Leo. Just one. Okay. So, Page of Swords. Healing your thinking. Okay. Seeing things from different perspectives, multiple perspectives. Healing that thinking. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Discs. Very slow moving knight. The Knight of Cups. But he's sure. Every step that he takes, he's sure. This. Let's get. This book is quite interesting. The Mary L. Turo, by the way. So I've started working with it and started reading it. Interesting. The whole world is in this armor. There are two chances to get the Grail. The first comes when one is young and naive. The second comes after one has gained experience and character. It is available to the innocent children as pure and perfect as they are, but at the time it is just a vision. To truly grasp the Grail, one has to have character, strength, and the goodness of their own will. The Grail is the heart, love, compassion, that which is the source of eternal life. So this talks about being motivated by a higher purpose and calling, and needing to cleanse and purify yourself, needing to be authentic to who you are. Okay? So that's the thoughts and the thinking patterns that you're healing. You're needing to be more authentic and true to yourself. And then we have the Knight of Discs. And this is the Buddha. This is Siddhartha, right? So this is talking about building, being a craftsman of your own life, taking slow and steady, balanced measure of your life and where it is you want to go to, and then achieving what it is you want to go to. So very Knight of Cups in that regard, that he is slow and steady moving. Once he's made a decision, he knows that he's made the right decision because he doesn't rush in. He takes the time to make sure it's the right decision for him before he makes the offering. And then he steadily works towards that. So the clarifiers, the past, childhood, oftentimes this is about negative remembrance, negative reminiscing, but it can also be about something that you've dreamed about doing or being since you were a child. And the King of Cups is talking about gaining that emotional mastery over yourself so that you can achieve what it is you want, so that you can be the king of your life, the king of your emotions. So the Knight is not the start. The Page is the start, and you need to heal your thinking, but then you move from the Page to the Knight to the King. It doesn't matter that it's in a different suite, right? You're still moving forwards. You have the idea, you're taking action on it. you're taking control, and then you're looking at what you've achieved and how you've mastered it. The Empress and the Knight of Swords. So there's an idea or a kernel of an idea that's within you that's growing, and you're thinking about taking action on it. You're looking at the way you think about it, and you're looking at taking action on it to move towards it and to get that better perspective on it. What is this? Five of Wands in the reverse, Justice in the reverse, and the Five of Swords. Interesting. I'm reading from this book because it has just a different take. So where you're feeling dispirited, you're feeling fatigued, overworked, you want to give up, where you could be giving into too much dogma, too much doctrine, you could be caught in the metaphor rather than the underlying truth. So it's very much that King of Swords energy. You need to look at the way that you're thinking about the situation when it comes to this idea. Now let's see what she says about Justice in the reverse. Where are the... So, interesting. Very Egyptian looking, yes. So, this deck is somewhat classical. So, in the reverse, this is talking about, obviously, inequity, inequality, imbalance, bigotry and discrimination, an unbalanced life. So she's not really adding anything to it than what other decks do. It's basically the same. There's a quote from Carl Jung. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. Ooh. Very embodiment of King of Swords energy. Thinking about the way that you think. Yes. Quite interesting. And she's got a sword there. A ceremonial sword in her hand. Meant to look like a feather. Quite interesting. So it's about the ideas that you have and how you give into self-doubt, how you give into this is not possible, I cannot achieve this, I cannot do this. That type of thinking, and that is what you are meant to heal. That is what you are meant to think about. So Justice can talk about this need to, you are meant to nurture your thinking in a new way, to heal it, to not people please, but to potentially grow your own personal development rather than giving into what other people tell you to do. And Justice will talk about needing to get rid of distractions to your thinking, needing to have balanced thinking, and distractions can be the voices of others. It can be the influence of others, right? So like the influence of the television, of the internet, the influence of friends or family when it's overly influencing you and it's persuading you not to do what it is you know you need to do. Now, Four of Wands, excuse me. Four of Swords is the clarifier. So Four of Wands, this talks about feeling comfortable in your own skin. Talks about a happy home life, a homecoming, major events in your life like new jobs, new houses, birth of a child, that sort of thing. Empress, of course, she's pregnant. Birth of a child. But there is something, when you have this new beginning, there is a need to rest, to recuperate, to recover. Ten of Wands and Ten of Swords. I did shuffle and separate this deck, and I have done Aries reading before this. Perhaps they sticked, perhaps they were meant to come out. So this is talking about being victorious, triumphant, taking a victory lap, having success, and properly channeled energy. Properly channeled energy. After you meditate, after you rest, after you think a little more deeply about things. And the Ten of Swords looks like the Angel of Death. Looks like the go-between between death and the world. Death of the illusion, death of the ego, truth found, enlightenment, freeing your mind and freeing yourself from what you know. So yes, taking the time out in regards to your home, in regards to your new home or your new job, new additions to your family, and freeing yourself from what you know or what you think about yourself. Death of illusion, death of the ego. Very, very important there. So the Ten of Wands here. Oh no, that was Ten of Swords. No, Ten of Wands here. She's calling it a victory. Here it talks about this burden. Delegating, laying down the burden. We have King of Wands again. Justice again. Seven of Swords and Ten of Swords. So yeah, laying down that burden, starting a new cycle, having enlightenment, maybe even going into your own business or a side hustle, because the King of Wands is an entrepreneur, Leo energy. So yeah, getting that balance in your thinking. There may have been some self-deception or some deception by other people. You may have been working a little too hard, burning the candle at both ends, due to fears and anxieties over money. That could have been the burden that you were carrying that was weighing down your life force, that was weighing down your mind, causing imbalanced thoughts. Then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor. Now, some people say the Four of Pentacles is about greed, like he's locking up his money. In this image, you can't tell if he's locking it up or if he's just taking it and he's getting ready to take off. Whatever he's doing it out of the limelight, out of the sunlight. He's doing it on his own. He's got his head down and he's just doing it. He's staying in his own lane. To me, the Four of Pentacles is always about building this stability. Building your health, building your financial stability, And in the cold winter months, it's a good time to sit and focus on your goals, on what you want to achieve. How can you build your health up? How can you build your stability? Because we are hidden away from a lot of people other than during, say, a holiday like a Thanksgiving Day or a Christmas Day. We're not going out as often. It's a lot easier to sit and contemplate and to start new things. At least to me it is. There isn't that busyness you have in the summer, so you can build up that stability. And the emperor is about taking charge. He doesn't become the emperor by sitting down and staring at a TV all day. He is the emperor because he came up with a plan. He looked at the way he was thinking about things. He looked at his goals and he came up with a plan. He came up with a habit, a routine that helped him achieve his end goal. And that makes him the emperor. That makes him in charge. So maybe I did not shuffle this as well because we have all of the eights. Let me see. Eight of Swords. This is the one you see the castle behind the gate. Instead of the sword surrounding the person being entrapped in their own mind, being blinded to the fact that they can escape the trap of their thoughts, the illusion that they are bound. This card talks about feeling like there's a gatekeeper, like there's doors that are closed to you, there's gates that are closed to you, and your dreams lay beyond those gates, beyond those doors. Your beauty, your vision, your hopes lay beyond these doors. But that's not true. It's a 6. 8 of Swords. The gate is the thin veil between the two dishes of justice. Interesting. The point of no return. You will be forever changed by it. The gates of perception were opened. And if you walked through accepting the fiery transformation, it would burn away the old perceptions you once had, replacing them with something bigger and wider. It is perhaps a bitter pill, though, as knowledge comes with an enhanced experience of suffering, not just of self, but of that around you. Once the gate is open, you will never be the same. Sometimes you just have to wait until you are ready. Yeah, and then it says being incarcerated in mental prisons, you can choose to open the door and let yourself out. It would provide a breakthrough, a release, and freedom. So interesting. Yeah, if you choose to build your own stability, you can. If you choose to enter your own castle, you can open that gate and you can take charge of your life. And then we have honeysuckle. So it represents hidden secrets. Hidden secrets that we are meant to discover. The winding ways of this vine represents the labyrinth and the pathway into the inner life. There is a store of great treasure and knowledge there for us to discover if we will only but begin the journey. We are invited to proceed with caution and enlist our spirit helpers. So it has to do with the search for inner knowledge. This flowering vine helps us discern false from true and choose that which is worthwhile, rather than choosing that which is a self-delusion, choosing that which is worthwhile and taking charge. Okay. Discovery is emphasized. Be willing to learn about and explore your own inner world. See yourself as an archaeologist investigating the layers of your own inner world. There is much hidden treasure to find there. Although you may dig up hidden things that disturb you, you also bring light into the dark hidden places, and light brings the healing. You also reconnect with your own gifts and talents and empower your own expression. Learn to apply your positive thoughts, feelings, and actions to old habits of negativity. Become responsible for creating an environment of joy and health. Take care, Leo. I hope this helps you prepare for the colder months. Bye.